What's up everyone, Kalinius here, back today with a different kind of video. I'm not doing the usual, Bed Wars, murder mystery, or any of the Minecraft challenges. Those will be coming up soon, but today I want to talk about something a little bit more serious and a little bit more personal in my life. So today I'm going to talk about my son. Yes, I have a son, 20 years old. And I have a son. His name is Cal, and he is the most adorable creature on Earth. Here's a picture of him. Isn't he just cute? He's a small little thing. He's about as big as my finger when I first got him. He's grown a little bit since then. But, anyway, he is a fancy leopard gecko. And if you're going to ask me on what's the difference between a fancy leopard gecko and just a regular leopard gecko, it is supposedly going to be the ring around their neck. And just by the picture I just showed you, he's albino. So, I guess so I don't get that ring. So, anyway, talking about a Cal, that is his name. His name is Cal. The reason why I name him Cal is because he acts like a cat. And let me tell you how this man acts like a cat. The man acts like a cat because whenever he gets scared, he turns to the side, perches up his back, and I think so all the invisible hairs that he has on his back just shoot straight up. And then he looks over, his tail is still, and he just gives you a death stare like a cat does when it's scared. Number 2, he's always over curious when you're trying to take care of him. Like when I'm picking up his poop in the cage. Somehow that piques his interest instead of, I don't know, me having a mealworm in my hand. He wants to wait to see to make sure that it's an actual mealworm and not a fake one. And why he acts like a cat is because when I first got him, he liked climbing up on a wooden background. Here, let me just show you the cage really quick. Here it is. Really beautiful. I upgraded it. I'll show you the picture at the end of the video. But yeah, so he loved climbing up this rock wall. He would do it in like 3 seconds. This man's about to become an Olympic runner. He's or climber. He's training to become in the Olympics. And when that day comes, he's paying rent. Yeah, Cal. I have him in the room, by the way. But yeah, Cal. Yeah, he's staring at me. Cal, you're gonna be paying rent when you make it to the Olympics. Okay? You don't get anything from me after that. Anyway, so he loves climbing up, but he can't really figure out how to climb back down. And just like in the picture, there are logs that could help him get down from where he is. But instead of working his way over to the log, he rather just fall. And I think that this is where he tries to be a cat because he tries to fall on something that's not soft. He literally fell on a log. And he's fine, but I mean, when he fell back first into the log, I mean, the parent in me kind of went like, okay, don't do that anymore, buddy. So, yeah, I had to deal with that. But anyway, so going back, I've had him for about 3 weeks. My man is already having stories out of the wazoo about what he likes and what he doesn't like. So, story number 1. I had him for about a day at this point, and I saw that he really likes this one log. It was 2 logs on top of each other. It was a fish decor, so it had holes going through it all. But there was a hole that went all the way up to the top of this one branch, but you couldn't really access the top of the branch. And that's where he was hiding when he was little. And, I was like, oh, well, he's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, after about 2 days of me not seeing him and him not coming out to eat, I started getting worried about where he was. So, I cut open the log to make sure that he's okay. I did cry during that. Because I was worried about to cut him in half or something. I don't know. But yeah, so he wasn't in there. I checked everywhere in the cage and he was gone. The man had booked it. And I was like, this man's a Houdini. Because I didn't even know how this guy got out. Like, I searched around for him. Yeah, I panicked and I searched around for him. But at the same time, I was looking at this thing and I was like, how? How did he escape? There is nothing here that is showing that he has the capabilities of getting out of here. Is he an octopus or something? But anyway, so after a few hours of searching, I found him, put him back in his cage, and he showed me where he was hiding in the cage. Mind it, I took everything out, including all the dirt. And do you know what I found? I found where he showed me that he was hiding in that same one backdrop that he would like to climb on. Another reason why I didn't want like him climbing, because now he can get behind there and I could not see him. It's okay, now that's all blocked off in his upgraded cage. But yeah. Another story that I have is of him getting up on my arm. Now see, leopard geckos, they are not, like gonna trust you firsthand. Nothing really that you get on the first week is really gonna trust you. But on the second week, I was working on him, getting comfortable, getting on my hand, and eating a mealworm off of my hand. Of course, he would always bite me because, he closes his eyes like he's about to French kiss my hand or something. I don't know. But after a while, he actually got comfortable enough to get on my hand. And when he got on my hand, I started taking him outside of the cage, and that's where he freaked out. He almost fell onto the floor, if it wasn't for my fast reflexes that I somehow had to get him up. But then he just relaxed on my forearm. And I mean, it was nice, except for the fact that it was like the most uncomfortable angle that I had my forearm. And any slight movement got him up and alert and started doing the cat formation. So I had to hold my arm in this very exhausting bicep, like halfway bicep curl. And he just rested there for like 5 minutes. And I was just right here, and he was snapping on my arm. And I'm like, okay, buddy, you want to go back in? After 5 minutes, he actually went onto my hand and signaled, hey, I want to go back inside. I let him back inside, and that's really the only time I really held him. But, yeah, so I had to downgrade him into a smaller tank to upgrade his tank. And what I mean by upgrade is I had to get, I literally just redid the whole background. Instead of a log, now it looks more like a rock. More like a rocky background. He has his own little cave instead of, just a log that he's going to try to hide under. Now he has a full-on cave that is so dark that I can barely see the man himself peeking right now. And so, yeah, that's fun. I got some plants in there. All the plants inside his cage right now are all real. There are no fake plants inside of his cage. I have been told, though, by my family that I should add in more greenery, but maybe you guys can decide this. Should I add in another plant to his cage? If so, where should I put it? But anyway, I've worked really hard. Oh, I think so. Almost everything in here, besides the vines and the um in the background, are all real. There are real leaves in there. Those are real logs in there, and that's a real rock. And then I have his food and water bowl. And other than that, yeah, it's real soil. I just did a mixture of like like planting soil and play sand. Because I don't know, that's what I read online. But yeah, he's my little man. I love him to death. Yes, I do, buddy. You're looking at me. I know you are. And I have to go and feed him. But really quick, here's the picture of the. I already showed you the picture of the real cage. And here's what he looks like now. Isn't he just a handsome boy? Yep. So, new chapter of my life, guys. So I might post more updates about him. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do like a little quick segment at the end of my videos showing Cal eating. Maybe that's what I'll do. But anyway, I want to go feed him now. So you can watch that video. Bye!